Alrighty, everyone. I went ahead and got all of the pieces that I need. I have all 40 in storage. I can't check because there's this fun mechanic where you can't open storage for 17 minutes after you put something in it or take something out. But I have all the pieces that I need. I am going to sleep. When I wake up, I'm going to be doing Damien, Lotus on all my characters. I really hope I get 2 pieces. If I don't get 2 pieces from Lotus, it's really not that big of a deal. It basically just means I have to spend maybe a few hundred more million mesos rolling for 17 stars, or alternatively, maybe even just wait for another 5, 10, 15. Either way, I am tired. I am going to bed now. I will see you guys hopefully when 5, 10, 15 happens. Hey guys, so I'm doing post commentary for this section. Just to quickly cover why, is because I was in a pretty bad mood on this sunny Sunday, so I was like, I really don't feel like recording. I'm just gonna get mad. And I'll just re-record it later. So that's what I'm doing now. Anyway, this sunny Sunday was the Magnificent Soul event and the 5, 10, 15 event. For the Magnificent Soul event, I was actually kind of surprised. My Mihail, I don't think, has ever claimed the souls, ever. So I had a lot to turn in. I ended up getting 8 Magnificent Souls from this event. And I thought about using them on my Absolab weapon, but ultimately decided it's not going to be that long before I get Arcane, so I'll just wait and put them on my Arcane weapon and hope for a good roll. Next up, we have the 17 starring of the Absolab items. The RNG here was kind of mediocre, which was kind of unfortunate, because it meant that my shoes, I could not actually get to 17 stars today. So these shoes are still stuck at 16 stars, even now as I record this, and at some point I need to go back and give them that last star. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, because it can get pretty pricey when you're safeguarding off of an event. So I threw some of the compensation flames on a couple pieces of gear, maybe got a couple decent flames, nothing fantastic really happened. All in all, it was a pretty successful sunny Sunday, and I am happy with the gains that I got. Oh, I also rolled 1 line of strength on all my Absolab pieces as well. Again, I was out of epic pots from the Legion shop, so I had to just roll with a rare potential on my Absolab gear. Kind of a little pathetic. Anyway, on to the next day. I've been thinking a lot about Tower of Oz. In Reboot, we don't have the luxury of being able to purchase the Oz rings from other players. So our only option for accessing them is to do it ourselves. Did I already start the quest? I might have already started the quest line. The only option we have for getting these rings, the Ring of Restraint, the Weapon Jump, even basic things such as reflective rings for Princess No. Back when I was playing Bara, I need to make sure I claim this. I learned to do Tower of Oz on my Mihail because it was really good mesos potentially, and it's just something that you should learn to do. And with this knowledge, I want to start working towards getting the sought after rings. Oh god, the tutorial runs. Okay, sorry, I'm not thinking. I'm kind of tired. I just wanted to do this before I did anything else tonight. Well, which is to say go to bed. I am currently in the process of trying to fix my sleep schedule and bring it back down to a normal sleep schedule where I'm up during the day like a human. So basically what I'm trying to say is I'm going to start working on Tower of Oz. It's not going to be the most fun thing in the world, but it's not horrible. Tower of Oz is basically just... It's like a modern day PQ. So I'll do my 200 floors per day, and eventually we will get the Ring of Restraint, the Weapon Jump Ring, whatever else I need. At least those two are the ultimate goal. I don't know how long it's going to take to accomplish that, but considering I don't get to have access to a Tower Boost Ring, which is, again, something else that helps a lot with the grind, it's probably going to take a little longer. Anyway, I could sit here and ramble about Tower of Oz for an hour. I'm just going to start doing it. I'm going to start working on unlocking things, and eventually I'll be set and can do 41 floors multiple times a day. I guess 3 times a day. 4 times. 4, 8, 12, 16. And then I wouldn't have enough for a full 41 floor clear. So I guess this is going to probably become part of my dailies from now on. Yeah. Just figured I'd make a clip about it because it is a very important aspect of playing Reboot, and the sooner I start working on it, the better. So I will see you guys whenever, well, whenever I decide to record again. That's how this series works, in case you didn't know that. Hey guys, so I've been doing some Tower of Oz. I cleared up to floor 40 and of course ran out of time on that stupid boss, go figure. But as you can see, I only have 2 pill expansion slots. I can't buy a 3rd one yet, so maybe I just need to go a little faster and I can clear 440 on my next run. Regardless, I opened the rank 3 box that I got and got a a level 3 tower boost ring, which is absurd because I'm pretty sure that this is also what I have in Bara, and I paid decent money for it. So this is a really good get. This will actually make the whole grind a lot faster. I think the only way it could have been better is if I got a level 4 tower boost ring, but this is really good to get this early into the Oz runs. So I figured I'd make a clip about that. Also, I have a rank, what is that, 7 box? A rank 7 box. Maybe I'll get a broken box piece. That'd be nice. No, just some spell traces. All right, that is an insanely good ring to have gotten. Yeah, nice. I also got an overdrive ring, which will come in handy sometimes for clearing some bosses that just like to waste your time. So that's what we've done so far. Also, I made a +1 second invincibility overall because invincibility frames help so much in Tower of Oz. Also, I've realized that having this 30-second iframe is really nice. It helps a lot on floor... what floor is it? Let me check. Floor 34. Once you get up to the top, as long as you turn on Sacrosanctity, you will pretty much never get knocked off, so you don't have to waste any time. But yeah, that's the Tower of Oz updates so far. Level 3 tower boost ring, absolutely insane thing to get this early, so I'm very happy. After a few Oz runs, I managed to unlock the 3rd pill slot. I'm not quite fast enough to do all of floor 1 to 40 with just 2 pill slots. I do need the 3rd one. I can get close, but that boss fight on floor 40 just takes so long. I can't quite do it. But now that I have 3 pill slots unlocked, I can officially start pouring all of my Oz points into broken box pieces. I'm pretty sure that these are the best thing to spend the points on outside of just the pills. I don't think this is any good. But yeah. So from here on out, we're just going to be spending all of the points on broken box pieces and hopefully getting some good RNG. I'm not necessarily looking for a Ring of Restraint 4 right now. I mean, if I got a Ring of Restraint 2, I would be happy, I think. I think that would be sufficient for quite a while, but that's kind of the goal now. We got the 3 pill slots unlocked, which is probably the most annoying part. And now I can start collecting boxes. What I decided to do is just open everything as soon as I get it. I thought it might be fun to collect like 100 rank 2 boxes and then have a mass opening. But I kind of don't want to do that because there's very little reward at that point. I don't really get to see anything interesting happen after a run. It's not what I want to do. I thought about doing it, but I decided not to. I'm just going to try to record all of the Tower of Oz runs. I don't think there's anything interesting that can happen in the actual tower, but whenever I open boxes, I'll try to record that so that I can get the potential good ring captured in a recording. Now, I'm still in the process of reaching level 235, as well as you can see, very close to level 234. And I want to reach level 235 as soon as possible so I can start doing dailies for Esfera. I'm still trying to get the mesos that I need to upgrade this. I might have enough spell traces now, actually. Yes, just barely. So we're still trying to unlock Esfera. And I do need to be grinding more, but I got the itch to do Tower of Oz, and I figure if I'm in the mood to do it, now is probably the best time to do it. Because I don't want to have to do it when I have no interest in doing so. So I guess it's just going to be a combination of Tower of Oz and grinding for a while. Once I get to 235, I can probably just focus entirely on Tower of Oz until I get the Ring of Restraint that I'm looking for. 2 or higher would be fine, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, if I get 4, I'll be really happy. I realistically probably won't have to do Tower of Oz anymore after that. Because I think the cooldown for these skills is 180 seconds, and the cooldown of my burst skill is 180 seconds. So there would be no reason for me to have weapon jump as well as Ring of Restraint. If I get weapon jump 4 or like weapon jump 3, or I guess either of those, I don't think I would stop at that point, because while the amount of damage you can get from weapon jump rings is nice, it's not as good as a Ring of Restraint. So I think the only thing I'm really looking for is the Ring of Restraint. Level 2, 3, or 4. Any of those would be great. I was doing some thinking about these boxes. I haven't done enough research to know for sure, but I'm thinking that the hidden ring box is going to be the better option, because it's 1/10 the cost of the shiny ring box. So you could open more. It might be a thing similar to black cubes versus red cubes, where the difference is present, but not maybe that significant, I guess. Yeah, I'm thinking hidden ring boxes will be the way to go. Regardless, I have a lot of Tower of Oz in front of me. I've only gotten about 30,000 points total so far. Well, no, that's not true. I've gotten closer to 40,000. The points that you get from the pouches don't contribute to the achievement. So this is always going to be off by a significant amount, because I do get a lot of Tower of Oz points from those pouches. But now that I have a level 3 tower boost ring, I'm actually getting like significantly more points per run overall. I just need to do it. It is that time once again for me to talk into the microphone for an extended period of time about what I plan on doing. So we've been doing Tower of Oz and it hasn't been going too well. I keep, my internet will cut out for 30 seconds while I'm on floor 35. So that run is effectively just a huge waste of time. I will forget that I actually need to clear floor 41 in order to get the rank 2 box. And generally, I'm really not a huge fan of doing Tower of Oz. I'm still going to force myself to do it at least once a day for as long as possible. But it's sucked so far. Currently this week it is Friday and I have yet to do my weekly bosses on any of my characters. I plan on doing them soon, but I've just kind of been preoccupied with other things. Trying to get this series back into a state where I have videos ahead of time and I'm not struggling to get them out the day before so I can put more effort into editing and stuff like that. So the state of our character currently is as follows. I guess I should equip these again. We're sitting at close to 16,000 stat, which is good. I'm happy with that. We got 17 star on all of our Absolab gear except the night shoes, which I went over recently. The potentials are pretty bad on most of these pieces, but that's not a big deal. We're rocking two-handed plus secondary because I got double prime line damage on the secondary. That crit rate is useful, but I'm not relying on it because it is something that I'm going to re-roll at some point. Also, this needs to be re-rolled at some point. But overall, things are going pretty good. They're just a little slow right now. You can't drop stuff in here. Recently, we got compensation for an 8-hour period where the game was unavailable unexpectedly. People thought this was stupid for us to get compensation for that, but I think it's perfectly fair. I don't understand why somebody would be against that. And the BB box that we got is actually kind of reasonable, sort of reasonable compensation for the game being down 8 hours. If it was down for a full day, I'd have some problems, but 8 hours for us to get all these EXP coupons and drop coupons and a few other things that were really nice is a reasonable compensation. However, mine was going to expire very soon, so I had to claim these if I wanted to use them. At the same time, on the same day, I also received a Pendant of the Spirit. So the logical thing to do right now is to grab a couple totems and get to grinding. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think I already talked about Tower of Oz. We got the Tower Boost Ring. That's been pretty great. I know, I am aware of this. So you don't need to tell me, or at least I assume that drop gear would be very beneficial to use in Tower of Oz. So what I plan on doing this week is actually maybe leaning into making a piece or two of drop gear. I'm not counting on this happening for a couple reasons. First of all, I do need to 17 star all 3 of these, but I don't really need damage. Damage is not a huge concern to me currently. I just kind of want to 17 star these to get it out of the way and get the extra 60 weapon attack that would provide. It would be a lot of extra weapon attack. So basically, I guess the plan here now is just I need to do my weekly bosses on every character. I'll get around to that. I always do. And I need to use all of these. Now, one thing I could theoretically do is utilize these 2x drop coupons in Tower of Oz. Because if you get, I don't know if you can get a rank 2 box drop from Scarecrow. You might only be able to get up to rank 3, which I think is still a decent enough reward. I think? I don't know. But I'm not really seeing these coupons being extraordinarily valuable outside of Tower of Oz, because mesos for me currently is not a big deal. It's not a big deal for me to accumulate a good amount of mesos in order to upgrade my stuff. I can just wait and mesos will come to me as long as I do my weekly bosses. So there really is no huge rush for me to be using 2x drop or even wealth acquisition potions at this point. I kind of want to wait until I have more meso and drop before I start using these, and also want to be at a higher level area. Because despite, I think I mentioned it in the series already, I wanted to start doing orange imps, and I just never really got around to focusing on it. I could do it, and having a swift rake would make things so much easier, but I've just been really lazy about it, in all honesty. I don't know what else there is to discuss. Oh, I wanted to talk really quickly about hyperburning again. I've been thinking about it a lot, obviously, and while a Demon Avenger is a strong contender for I'm full on coins, really. Demon Avenger is a strong contender for hyperburning. If the rewards for hyperburning a Cygnus Knight specifically are far more valuable than, well, not having them, like if the difference is substantial, then I plan on hyperburning a Wind Archer. Wind Archer is probably my favorite of the Cygnus Knights nowadays. I don't really like Dawn Warrior. It never felt right to me. Mihail, obviously, I'm kind of sick of. Blaze Wizard, I never liked. Thunderbreaker, I've never played, but I don't think I'll like it. And Nightwalker is kind of just okay. All these things considered, Wind Archer is my best choice for hyperburning a Cygnus Knight. That is assuming that the rewards are such that it is more beneficial, significantly more beneficial, for me to hyperburn a Cygnus Knight over a different character from a different faction. If not, then the original plan will stay in place. Demon Avenger, I was also thinking maybe Angelic Buster, maybe, but probably Demon Avenger. I decided I didn't feel like doing dailies today, so I'm just doing an Oz run. Maybe I'll get a useful ring, like a reflective ring would be nice. That would be awesome, because that would help out a lot with Princess Snow. It would make it pretty trivial. What is green 3? I need a violet card. So I just was like, I don't want to do my dailies today, so I just decided not to. Believe it or not, guys, you have the option to not do something you don't want to do in a video game. It's pretty awesome. Because I was thinking to myself, oh no, I have to do this. This sucks. And then when I said that out loud, I was like, wait a minute, I can just not do it. So always remember that, guys. You don't have to do dailies. MapleStory doesn't control you. Alrighty, real quick Tower of Oz related clip for you guys. I've done a little bit of research, and it turns out two things. First of all, most people recommend saving up for the shiny ring box, because despite the fact that the rate of getting the ring isn't that much higher, I don't think, the fact that it's only level 3 and 4 rings means that when you do hit the ring you're looking for, it's going to be a good version of the ring, right? So there's no chance of me getting a Ring of Restraint 1, for example. Second, it also turns out, and I don't know why this is, maybe because they made the tower easier at some point, I don't know, but most people also recommend just trying to push up to floor 50 if you can. So I think what I gotta do is basically take the time to learn those last 9 floors, I think it is, because floor 45 should be a rest floor. So it's just 9, it's 41 through 50. Well, I guess 8 floors, because the last floor is just Dorothy, and I don't think she has any special mechanics. Anyway, those are the two things I wanted to update you guys about. It's time for me to learn up to floor 50, the whole tower, and also need to start saving up my box pieces. Especially now that I got super lucky and got a tower boost ring on like my second or third run. There's like literally almost no reason for me to not just push for the Ring of Restraint now, because there's really not a whole lot of basic rings that I need. I mean, I have an overdrive ring. I would like to have a reflective ring, but it's not that important to me. It's not the most important thing in the world. I do want to get one though, because Princess No sucks. It's the stupid whale, dude. It's the freaking whale. Now, it is also worth considering the following. Drop rate is very important in the tower, and with my familiar, I only have 80%. So what I probably need to do, what I probably want to focus on this week in terms of mesos is probably getting at least a couple pieces of drop gear. It's not what I necessarily want to do, but I feel as though it is necessary in order to try and make this grind as painless as possible. So what I'm probably going to do is take this black bean mark and get that to legendary, and this Mechanator pendant and get this to legendary as well. That's the plan, the tentative plan that I have in my mind right now, because we've pretty much entirely been focusing on gear upgrades, and that's kind of, you know, we've been doing that for the past 16, 17 weeks. Now it's time to focus on something maybe a little different, and Tower of Oz it's exciting. It's fun to get the rewards at the end and roll for the really powerful item. I guess there's not much more to say. I just got this symbol selector coupon. This event is almost over, but I have enough days left to get this magnificent growth potion coupon. I'll probably try to push to at least the 240s before I use that potion. I don't think I'm gonna be grinding enough to rush to 250 in order to make that potion like really valuable, or 249 or whatever it is. So I don't really know that I'll get the most value out of it, but I'll definitely try to push to like 240 before that happens. So I think I'm probably just, I do still want to get to 235 and like I said, try and push to 240. But I'm not like dead set on that. I am really more interested in getting this Ring of Restraint, because once I have it, I don't need to do Tower of Oz anymore. And I won't have to worry about it ever again. And I know how much of an impact Ring of Restraint, oh my fucking god, no way. Wait, don't leave. Please don't leave. I need to see this hair. Are you serious, dude? This is like one of my favorite hairstyles in the game. Where did you get that? That's definitely not in the rotation right now. Oh, dude, I'm frustrated because I want that hair and it doesn't exist. That's one of my favorite hairstyles. I love that hairstyle so much. Anyway, yeah, I've been rambling a little longer than I wanted to. I'm gonna learn floor 41 through 50, and that's gonna be maybe a little tedious and difficult, but I'll probably have to unlock a 4th pill slot, which won't be too hard. I think if I do one more tower run up to floor 41, I can get enough Oz points to unlock the 4th pill slot, at which point I'll have plenty of time to clear the whole thing. It's probably gonna take me like an hour to 10 minutes right now to clear the whole tower. It's kind of an intimidating grind. It really is, but shiny ring box and floor 50. And at some point, a couple totems to get to 235. I plan on using these arcane symbols on the Esfera symbol when I unlock it. So I'm just gonna hold on to this for a while. And this expires on the 27th. All of these expire on the 26th. So I really need, this expires on the 26th as well. So I really need to do these totems like as soon as possible. Oh, man. It's 3:30 a.m. I am kind of super pissed off because floor 48 is extremely unforgiving, and I don't know if there's any trick I can use to make it less unforgiving, more forgiving. It's extremely... I can't believe how unforgiving that floor is. To be at floor 48 out of 50 is ridiculous. It's like nothing but invisible platforms? Am I wrong about that? Yeah, the only trick I can see is if you play 0, you can tag into alpha or beta onto the platform ahead of you. I don't know if Paladin has any tools that could be used to make that floor less ridiculous, absurd. But you can't practice it because it's too far up in the tower, so I don't know if I'm ever going to get past floor 48, which is only one of the most infuriating things I've ever experienced, by the way. And anyway, I'm ranting a lot. I got a tower boost 4 from this rank 5 box, and my stupid mouse is doing the same thing, but I'm probably only going to clear up to floor 46 from now on, because trying to go... I don't... There's so much shit in Tower of Oz. I just memorized floor 22. I just got to the point where I can memorize floor 22, and I don't have to look at a map layout the entire time I'm on that floor. But now all of a sudden floor 48, and it's like, dude, fucking Jesus Christ. But I can do up to floor 46 no problem, so I'll probably just stop it there. But we got a tower boost 4, which is awesome. I can officially drop my tower boost 3. And now we have the best in slot tower boost ring. In fact, I'm actually gonna go ahead and lock this, because that is a very useful get. It now gives me 100% bonus on certain stages rather than the 75% bonus. So there we go. All right. Can you equip it, please? Now I have a few boxes to open. I'm only going to open the interesting ones. I don't think I have anything else that could give a ring, but I could get broken box pieces. So let's just go ahead and open this first one. Mana cut. All right, well, that's going straight in the trash. Hey, guys. So it's been a few days of nothing but Tower of Oz. I got myself a Tower Boost 4, the Overdrive Ring, and I don't really have much else to show for the Tower of Oz runs that I've done thus far. I would like to keep doing Tower of Oz, and I probably will. I don't remember at this point in time if I've actually covered why I'm doing Tower of Oz now. Why I'm doing Tower of Oz now instead of later. I don't really think I've gone into that. I can't remember. I don't really care. But as you can see in my inventory, I have a lot of 2x coupons, and I also have this Pendant of the Spirit, which expires in 3 days. So over the next 3 days, I will probably try to do 1 Tower of Oz run per day at least. I've been trying to do 1 or 2 per day. But over the next couple of days, I want to grind some totems and clear out this inventory of some of these 2x EXP coupons. It's kind of a waste to just let them all expire, so I don't want to do that. Within probably less than 2 totems, I can get to level 235, and that'll be the final milestone that I need to unlock my symbols. But as you can also see, My Arcane Force, especially when I'm on the right Hyperstat preset, is pretty high, 520. My damage is all right as well. It's not fantastic, but I can maybe find a new training spot that would be better? Better? I don't know. I haven't thought about it much. I plan on doing all of my weeklies. I still need to clear bosses on my Hayato and Mihail. I have put it off almost as long as one could possibly put it off this week. I need to go do those on Hayato and Mihail. Get myself an extra 2 billion mesos or so. I don't plan on using those mesos for anything. I might try to get this Absolab Night Shoes up to 17 stars, which would be expensive because it's off event. But I mean, aside from that, I'm kind of just focused on Tower of Oz and saving up mesos to have a big cubing session once I get back to regular progression. I don't, like I said, I don't know if I've actually made this very clear thus far, but the reason I'm doing Tower of Oz early is literally just to get it out of the way. I already know how to do it. It's not a huge time investment for me to learn it, so I can do up to floor 46, no problem. I don't believe I'm capable of killing Dorothy with my current range. My battle analysis is still under 300 bill, and Dorothy has 800 billion HP, so it's probably possible that I could kill her, but I've run into one major bottleneck, which I've already discussed, which is floor 48. It is a lot less efficient to do Tower of Oz and not kill Dorothy, because you lose the chance of getting an extra rank 1 box, or any, like a rank 2 box, rank 3, rank 4, rank 5, rank 6. I mean, you lose a lot of potential box drops by not killing Dorothy. But it's not a big deal, really. I am just fishing for a restraint ring. Level 3 or 4 would be ideal. I am saving up broken box pieces. You know, I'm opening the boxes at the end of every run. And I don't really think there's a whole lot more for me to say about Tower of Oz. I've already discussed it in length many times. Getting a Tower Boost 4 is actually rarer than a... That's a word I'm not good at saying. Is more uncommon than a Ring of Restraint 4. A Ring of Restraint 4 is actually twice as common as a Tower Boost 4. So that was cool. That's cool to get that. That was really cool to get this thing that's half as common. It's fun. So I guess from here on out, we're going to be doing weeklies on Hayato and Mihail. I already did my weeklies on my Paladin. I figured there's really no point in showing it. I've shown it a million times. Me and my duo partner Cynthia are planning to, hopefully at some point, things have been a little rough lately, so we really haven't had time to like focus on the game. But in the future, obviously we want to push to harder bosses and stuff like that. I'm not sure if she really wants to focus on her Buccaneer too much, or if she'd rather duo with her Cadena and my Paladin. But at the same time, I'm also not pushing my Hayato or my Mihail any further, so at some point, unless she really focuses on her Cadena, I'm gonna catch up to her Shadower. Her Shadower is insanely, very close to end game, by the way. I think she has like almost 7 trillion battle analysis or something. So I got a fucking long way to go before I catch up to that character. Regardless, pushing to further bosses beyond Damien and Lotus right now is not really a priority for either of us. Like I said, I've been focusing on Tower of Oz, and I really want to grind. I would like to get to 250 ASAP, but that's, you know, 250 is not really my priority right now. I'm really more focused on Tower of Oz, but we are going to be grinding over probably the next 3 days. I probably, like I said, try to get 1 Tower of Oz run in per day. Hopefully 2 if I can push myself to do 2 per day. But I'm just kind of repeating myself at this point. You guys know what's happening. Let's get to grinding. As you can see, one-shotting in Abandoned Area 3 kind of isn't going to happen yet. That's fine. I really wasn't expecting that. The problem becomes the fact that these other maps, such as Shadow Dance Hall 2, while I can one-shot these mobs, these maps are extremely popular for grinding. So, what I'm gonna do, here's what I'm gonna do. Basically, if I can find a Shadow Dance Hall 2 map, this will be where I start grinding from now on. If I can't, I guess I'm gonna have to find a map in Arcana to grind at. That would be good as well, but this map is... I can one-shot these mobs, and the most important thing, the primary reason for wanting to train at Morass versus Arcana is that Morass mobs give familiars, and if I can start collecting familiars to get myself more boss damage, more IED, then that's just really good progression. I don't want to activate that, actually. So, I guess that's really all there is to discuss as far as grinding goes. Figured I'd update you guys on where I plan to train from now on. Now I am off to do bosses, and then get to grinding. So, I don't really think this is necessarily worth putting in the video. It's not a huge deal, but I figured I would make it clear that I am buying droplets from the Harmony coin shop from now on, because I'm pretty much out of things to use flames on, and I really don't want to spend the coins on black flames because they're kind of expensive. So from here on out, we're just buying a bunch of droplets. There we go. Yeah, nice. Just got 31. And that puts me at a brand total of 126. Also, thinking about it, since reset just happened, my Pendant of the Spirit reset. It does that every reset, goes back to not being charged. So I have to wait 2 hours for it to be charged. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably go do an Oz run now. I can't start a totem right now and also go walk at my normal time if I want to use the whole totem. And that plus the fact that my Pendant of the Spirit is not charged yet, I'm just gonna wait a couple hours before I start farming. Okay. I think I'm calm enough now to go ahead and record a clip, but I am not happy. Let me tell you that right now. Finally get the Ring of Restraint roll, and I made it very clear that I would have been happy with level 2, 3, or 4, and of course, I get the level 1 Ring of Restraint roll. The one roll that I would not have been happy with is exactly what I got. That was my most frustrating Tower of Oz run by far. I lost 10 minutes on floor 22, and then I couldn't get to floor 46 because I ran out of time. Because I only used 3 pills instead of 4, which I could have used 4. There's no reason for me not to use 4. That's so frustrating. But I guess I just have no real choice, right? Just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. Man, that's disappointing. That is the biggest slap in the face.